Great awakenings. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Today, we are going to take a deep dive into a message that was given way back June 9th, 1964. So, without further ado, before we jump into the video, I just want to warn everyone to leave your past beliefs on the shelf right now and just have an open mind. Listen to what this brother is telling us because I do believe it's a start of a very important message. So without further ado, we are going to share this information.
Okay, we're recording. State plan of origin. Oh. Okay, yesterday you told us you traveled, and I quote, thousands of light years to get here. Yes. Tell us the truth, or the word, or another way. It is truth. All right, far off. Far off future. Travel in time. This is travel in space. Elephants pushing intelligence. So I take it aliens took over our future, right? So you're human. Okay, so you evolved from us. So what are you doing here now? Okay, so let me get this straight. There's no death, and we all experience each other's lives, right?
Mm.
Okay, so how was the universe created, and why is it so perfectly made for us? Why do we destroy ourselves with nuclear war? Can you be more specific, please? I see. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
So guys. So that was just the beginning. That is just the beginning of the message that I feel is so important and that really needs to be shared. But in order to absorb the message, you have to put your past beliefs on the shelf if they kind of block out anything that's not normal, right? So at the beginning, this being my cousins was like, I am from Earth, but I have traveled here in space and time to observe. And he mentions that the records were lost in a nuclear war and that the nuclear war was caused by political and religious dogma. So, just like I asked you to kind of put those thoughts and beliefs on a shelf when you first entered this stream, this video, um, I kind of might want you to do that for the rest of your life. And that's because our species may actually depend on it. And I know that myths and religion and practices are very important to a lot of people, but they are also very dangerous. And apparently in our future, we will have evolved past a point where we have the necessity to believe in a myth or things that we've made up just to find our morality, and to be able to treat people right and to live on this planet. So I think the beginning of this message is very important. But again, if you don't have an open mind, you might not even be able to hear the message that is given to us. Again, this is from June 9th of 1964. And if any of this is true, which we can tell just by evidence and facts that a portion of it is, we are the major powers in this planet right now are being ruled by religious and political dogma. And the reason why we're in these wars and situations that we're in right now is because of religious and political dogma. It's not because somebody's been attacking us physically. No, it's because somebody feels like their religion says that they're chosen people and that a certain amount of land was given to them, and that because they don't have it now, they're allowed to wreak havoc and commit genocide and atrocities all over just so they can get back what they were ordained in their delusion to have. So, that again is why I wanted to revisit this message. Um, I saw this about 10 years ago on YouTube, and it really spoke to me then, but it popped back up in my head a few days ago, and I'm like, I think I want to take a look at that video again. And I think I actually need to share that with more people because we are closer to this nuclear war situation than we have ever been in history since they started counting down. So it's important that we are able to set aside the political dogma, set aside the religious dogma, whatever you believe, whatever book was put in front of you and made you believe that you were better than others. Like, we need to set that aside, guys, or it will be the end of us. I believe that, and I'm feeling that, and I felt it for quite a while. But to hear that message is really resonating with me right now because I do feel like we are at an impasse where if we don't take control and we don't start understanding, like like our cousin said, we are all living the same life and it's separated by what we call death. So, whether you believe in reincarnation or whatever, what if it is so? What if you have lived another life before now and there will be another life after? And what if you're in the shoes of those children in Manab who were just going to school on a regular day and were incinerated by my tax dollars? See, it's hard to imagine you sending your child to school, and then when you go pick them up, when you hear something's going on and you rush to the school, and then they drop yet another bomb. That's the kind of stuff that my country does. That's the kind of things that my dollars pay for, is these missiles to hit these schools and these buildings with innocent people, children, mothers, fathers, grandfathers, grandbabies. That is the state that we're in right now, and it's due to so much political and religious dogma. So when that being, our future selves, comes down and says, listen, this is going to be the death of you if you don't get it together. I'm coming down here to observe and to see what's really going on because the nuclear war erased some of our history. So I know how it started, but I'm trying to see what's going on. What's on y'all mind? So he's here giving us a message saying, if you don't evolve past the need for these superstitions and these religions and beliefs, if we don't evolve past that in order to be able to be in touch with our empathy and with our brains to see evidence, to have morality. If we still need God for morality, guys, we have not evolved. We have not evolved to the place where we should be by now. And it's very apparent in the things that are happening right now within our earth. Almost all of these wars within my lifetime have been tied to some religious and political dogma, which is what this brother said back in 1964, a day after my birthday. So maybe that makes me a little bit more inclined to believe. However, I'm also going by evidence and what's happening right now and knowing that we are closer to a nuclear catastrophe disaster than we are away from it right now. And I want y'all to stay tuned. Check out part 2, part 3, part 4, because there's a lot of information. There's a lot of information that was given that should not have been known back in that time. And for it to be so on point, guys, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, listen to it with an open mind. Do your part, prepare, do what you need to do what you can to help others, to keep that positive energy going, and to, I say this all the time, just telepathically speak to these people that are in charge, and let's hope that they can be progressive and evolve past these animalistic, tribal, religious, dogmatic ways that they're stuck in right now, because we don't have a lot of time to get this under control. The people that have the power to destroy us as a species, they are getting it in right now, and they are delusional, to say the least. You can say evil, you can say a lot of things, but definitely delusional. I think we can all agree on delusional. So it's of the utmost importance that you share this information and that you prepare yourselves, and just making sure, like I said, that we continue to live in positivity and to understand that we are all one and that we all matter, and no one is more, no one's better, no one has more rights to this land or that land just because of religious dogma, or you believe that your God told you that, or somebody wrote it down in a book and now you're stuck on it and you're killing people because of it. Like, we have to be able to evolve past this, or it's going to be the end. So come back for part 2. Ciao.